Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish.
This is
The Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish. This is the Petri dish. It smells in here, and you know what it is? It's fucking coming. That's you can look up Sean Patton, and especially on This Is Not Happening. It's the best fucking story. Yeah. So guess who's here? The whole house plus one. We got Austin on my right side.
What's up?
Got Nick who just moved in. We can talk more about that. And we have just new local up and comer.
Yes,
but
up-and-comer.
pretty much funny than every other quote unquote up and comer in Reno because he's been doing it before.
Doing it for a while.
Actually, already and coming.
Moved to Reno to further his career.
Yes,
this is great.
I don't like a lot of pressure. So
Good.
I was like, do they do comedy over here? Maybe I'll just huddle over here for a little bit.
you just find the garbage fire that everyone's warming their hands on, and you just go join that comedy scene.
Absolutely.
That's the way to do it. That's what
and
I did.
I disguise it as like, oh, I'm gonna build it up.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, do you guys have any shows?
Anyone have a tin of beans I can borrow?
Trying to work on it. We're trying to work on that tin of beans.
Yeah, we are
We'll
the tin of
get there.
beans.
At some point.
That's what's going on. We're our only tin of beans. And that's
wait, did you say you said it's them, right?
Dylan Lusk.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked over it
I think
because
we were
I'm
all
not
just-
good at this.
we're all just yelling. It's the best.
Yeah, I'm already lost. I'm
I'm
sorry.
eating dinner.
Yeah,
Nick's eating dinner.
Nick's eating, but he's here.
There's a dog.
There's a dog
Yeah,
here.
Nikki not on mic, but in the house, wandering around. Probably
The
gonna
dog's
unplug
name
shit
is
later.
Nikki?
Yeah,
Nick and Nikki.
yeah.
Hey, man.
That's fun. I bet no one's
up.
ever pointed that out before.
She moved in first.
True. She's lived here longer,
Yeah.
and therefore
The
she's already fucking
Yeah,
shit
there
up.
she goes, trying to
She's already putting her
sabotage
face
us
on
like she
stuff.
does every week.
Yeah, she unplugs all my shit. She covered
Hello. She knows all petter.
She covered my cable in piss, and so now it barely works sometimes.
All right.
So that's why I cut a dog. I cut my own dog door. In the back door
sweet.
here because I went to Lowe's and I was like, a dog door's $120.
Really? There's one in the house we moved into. They were like, do you guys have a dog? We were like, no. And they were like, oh.
So really,
Emergency
It'd be
exit.
sweet if you did.
all you have is liability.
Yeah,
So
now you have
Yeah.
a way in if you forget your keys.
Oh, yeah. Doors aren't interchangeable, right? So I can't just trade you. Well, now you
I
cut
think
a
they are.
stupid hole in your door.
yeah, now there's a giant hole.
Now I
in
don't
it.
want it.
Provided if they're fitted, I guess.
Yeah, your
But I
door
mean,
value dropped dramatically.
all the way down, but it's okay. I wasn't too much into the door resale market
Yeah.
beforehand.
That's a
anyway.
really like old.
Yeah, most
person-
people aren't.
It's like a really old person conversation to have. You want to trade doors?
Yeah, let's
with me?
trade
Yeah,
doors.
let's do
I'm
it.
feeling the wood this one's made out
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yours has
you
a
like
peephole.
traded on seasons.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know this. I thought doors were mostly made out of like wood or like one material.
They're not.
They're
huh?
not?
They're not. I started sawing through that door. It's like fucking metal and then a dust that was very hard on the lungs.
Cake in the middle.
It looked like yellow cake. Tasted like poison.
Oh, that's
got-
asbestos.
Yeah. Oh, I would not.
I've heard about that. It's
Well,
huge in Cleveland.
What'd you hear about it?
It tastes great. It's
good.
filling. And you don't care if you live long because you've enjoyed the taste of it.
That's three. That's three things. Hey, that means he's an expert.
There's
Comedy rule of
Yeah,
threes.
there's
there it is.
no greater rush than getting a big handful of asbestos.
Hell
Nope.
yeah. So, Dylan, we all know, every single one of us knows that you're on this podcast because you called me out on the radio.
Yep. I didn't even know this podcast existed.
Yeah, no one really does, and I'm.
I was like, is there time to do in town that I haven't done?
I don't wish more people listen to it. I mean, I do wish to have more listeners, is of course the goal for every podcast, but not like all the other local comics, because this is where I go to talk shit.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Let's talk shit.
Let's talk shit. Who's your least favorite person?
Probably Nick. No.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
The library sucks.
No, we don't. I stopped talking shit about people for 2019 because this is my year of positivity.
Nice.
But if people,
And everyone's just like, have you been talking shit? Is that why you had to stop?
that's one of the things where I'm like, if somebody was neurotic enough and wanted to dig through the Spotify archives to find the fucking
Oh, we're on
episodes
Spotify?
on every major
I don't
podcast
even have
streaming platform.
Spotify.
It's only $10 a month. Not sponsored, but fuck, has it changed my life?
I can't even afford the platforms I'm on.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, I
One of
guess
these
I
days
probably
you'll be
could.
making that $10 a month money.
That's true.
And that's why you just got to live in a lovely, essentially comedy condo.
Okay.
And then you can.
And something about a band, it looks like,
yeah,
over there.
that's all my band equipment.
All right.
What's your band name?
Oh, my band is Sad Giants. Look us up on Spotify, and we have a new music video out for our single, Hold On.
What?
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's enough plugging.
Who did
of
your music
myself.
video?
A guy named Malik Fromm. Kid's like 19.
Where's he
I'll do
from?
it next time.
Yeah, he did good though.
Yeah, I'll do better than some guy named Malik.
White dude too.
What?
That's what freaked me out.
Yeah, he's got me.
My
He's
bassist
gonna win.
he was just like, we're gonna have a kid named Malik make our video. I was like, dope. And then I saw him and I was like, it's a white kid.
They're like, he's gonna do it on film.
I was like, are you sure I'm not supposed to call this kid Malik? This has to be, or just Melk.
Yeah.
Just something white.
His mom is just dyslexic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually
Call him Milk.
Can you name somebody Malik, but then their name is just MLK?
Yeah. They'll have a day.
Yeah.
They'll have their own day.
Like it's MLK Day. Fuck yeah, it is every day for me. Malik. Oh, well, that's enough of that riff. That fucking sucked. Anyway, comedy.
Comedy.
What stuff have you been doing? Because I mean, you've done all the open mics. We have
Yes.
3.
I've done all
three
three.
locations.
Currently, all 3.
Yeah, 3
Yep.
locations, 4 open mics.
Never made it to the one.
To Jimmy B's.
Yeah, that I
Yep.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yep. R.I.P.
It was a
It's
high
tracks.
octane. I mean, as it was winding down, it was high octane every fucking Monday. Me and the bartender watching Avengers movies.
Ooh.
That was it.
We just need one in Sparks instead, and you're part of the noble Sparks
That's
crew.
right. Took
You
me
know.
5
That's a-
minutes to get here.
that's a great name.
Which
Did
is
you
the
make that up?
farthest I've driven in Sparks.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's but there's nothing out here though. I mean, there's stuff, but like all the normal shit happens in Reno.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone I've talked to that lives here, they're just like, "Oh, you live in Sparks," and I'm like, "Why are they even named something different?"
Yeah, it's just
It's the same place. I'm
Yeah.
sure they used to be separated,
yeah, but it's like it's
like
all
a reverse Pangea or
it's all
something.
closed in by McCarran, so it's like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, that was kind of cool
Yeah,
though.
you
That was
can just-
ominous.
We can all just make our own noises. All right, that's that portion.
Sample that for your band.
It happens every time. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, now I got to make it on purpose because it's fun.
Yeah,
Riveting.
I like Sparks though. I thought I lived in the ghetto, and then I met all my neighbors, and I'm like, they're just poor old people.
Yeah, yeah,
And they don't bother me.
You'll know
One
when
guy
you
has a
live in the ghetto.
lot of bird feeders, so a lot of pigeons around my house, which not a fan.
I didn't know we had pigeons.
They're all at my house.
We have
They're all over on
We got-
16th.
We have geese.
We got chickens too.
Oh, I
yeah,
hate geese.
chickens.
Random roosters running around in
Yeah.
there.
I'd do that
Don't
before
do it.
geese.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
terrified of geese.
The middle school that's across the way is just full of geese sometimes.
Oh, not
Yeah.
children?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
50-50. 50.
Geese chase them away.
It's actually an
sweet.
exchange program. The middle school is 50% geese.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So
they
the
got,
children are all at the marina?
Yeah, so they have an exchange program. The children go learn how to swim. The geese go learn calculus.
Oh, yeah.
What do middle schoolers learn?
Calculus,
Yeah, calculus.
The good ones do?
Yeah. This is not a good school.
Probably other things. The children are over there just being dicks to strangers.
Although, it's fun to
Standing
watch.
in pass.
It's fun to watch the kids. It's fucking creepy to say. It's fun to look out the window sometimes and they're like having recess.
Yeah.
And you're like, who's bullying who?
I woke up from my nap today and I looked out the window and there's just a bunch of kids playing recess because I
Oh,
forgot
geez.
there was a
recess.
It was
Yeah.
You
recess,
just
yeah.
hear them
I
in the
forgot there was a middle
distance.
school over there.
Yeah.
I just fell asleep on the couch, woke up like, oh shit, kids, whole flock of them.
It's even weirder is when they're at the fence staring at you when you get home. And then you're just like, I'm not going to say hi to these kids.
Get out of here.
And then they just like say hi and run away. and
Sometimes,
I'm like,
yeah.
"What?"
Sometimes, like I'm self-conscious and I don't want to leave the house while they're at lunch because I'm afraid they might make fun of me.
They will.
I know
They're
they will.
monsters.
I've heard them like call me out sometimes, just saying
the
like
best.
"Hey," and I don't turn to look at them because they're really intimidating, like 6th graders. So
Yeah.
I just keep walking to my car.
They'll latch on
Yeah.
for a year, I bet.
I think that some of them know where I live.
Well, it's right here.
Yeah, because they've seen me come out of it.
You haven't moved it a lot, I assume.
I used to have a shitty couch in the front yard. It was Jonathan's old couch. I don't think you met him before, because he used to be our other roommate.
Okay.
And then we ousted him from the country. Not really, but he had a shitty couch because he only slept on couches.
That's why you made him get out of the country?
Yeah, he only slept on couches. We were like, get the fuck out of here.
I exiled him to North Carolina.
This is
Oh, jeez.
this isn't North Carolina.
That's the bad Carolina, right?
Exactly, yeah. With Kim Jong Smith?
Yeah.
Schwartz?
Wait.
Man, I like the idea of Kim Jong-un being kind of Jewish.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Just a Jewish Korean running North Carolina with an iron fist.
Oh.
Like every time he's on TV, he's like making a speech about how they're reinvigorating their nuclear energy program. He has like a big old just offside.
Jesus Christ. Okay, what was I talking about? Couches.
Some sweet tea, some sun tea.
I had a shitty couch in the front yard, and the middle schoolers would just come jump on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was trash anyway, but I was like, this was the first instance of me literally being like, get these fucking kids off my lawn.
That's how you get bed bugs.
Yeah. A cat was living in that couch.
Yeah.
And now I think... I don't know.
Now it lives in here.
I think it comes and lives inside at night, but because now there's a door and it's a cat. I don't know.
Nikki's not going to chase it away.
No. Well, she did once, but I think she thought it was something else. I think she's afraid of cats. She's a dumb old bitch.
Can
right,
she
Nikki?
See?
She can kind of see.
Yeah.
Most
Just
of the time.
cataracts. That's all she can see.
More like doggeracts.
Oh.
Man.
Oh.
You're on your game today.
Hot comedy.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get into it. Dylan, what are your comedy idols? Let's do this kind of interview.
Oh, God. Comedy idols?
Well, what got you into it? Like, what finally made you think, like, this is something I like?
So I was in 6th grade.
Dope.
And I was waiting for Brian Tackett to get to my house. You know Brian Tackett. He lives in New York
fucking
now.
Brian Tackett.
Yeah, he's like a scientist. We were going to go to the
out.
Pittsburgh Zoo, so I was waiting at my grandma's house for him and his mom to come pick me up, and I watched Nick Swardson's Comedy Central Presents.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, this looks like the most fun thing in the world.
That's the one where he said he's gonna, at his funeral, be attached to puppet strings, right? And do
Yes, with John Stamos showing up at his funeral, right?
Yeah. Okay, I remember that one.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe this is someone's job. That looks so fun. I'm glad you know which one it is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I hate being like, Nick Swartzen inspired me, and people are like, I don't want to watch you do comedy.
No, but I get that same thing because I remember that heyday, because I think we're around the same age. I'm 26. Yeah. And so, like, I remember coming home from school and then just watching Comedy Central Presents.
It was
and
on
Premium
for,
Blend. Yeah, there was like
I always
4 hours.
skipped over it because it was always a bunch of like hacks, and then that was the one where I was like, whoa. What is this?
Because I remember watching like Jay Moore, and I was like, "Oh, Christopher Walken impressions and talking about jerking off, cool." But then I saw Paul F. Tompkins, and I was like, "Okay, the whole bit of
he had the Citizen Kane poster behind him.
Maybe it was just the one of the Irish wouldn't eat anything but potatoes. It was just like it was just we don't like potatoes. What about corn? Ooh, not corn. It's a texture thing. It was just I watched that and I was like, this guy's just goofy as fuck, and I love it. And then watching Jackass a bunch. That also helped.
Yeah, definitely that.
Good old
That
Jackass
and
generation.
Daniel Tosh came out with like an hour special.
Yeah.
Like a couple years later, and I was like into that. And then I think I discovered Doug Stanhope on YouTube.
Oh shit.
In college, and I was like, okay, I think I should go do this.
I had a similar
he's
progression.
so bad that I was like, anybody could do this.
Yeah.
Stanhope's one of those ones where you're like, I know I could never do this, but I could do something just as like true to self that then people apparently buy, which is why I got into Kyle Kinane super heavy.
Oh yeah,
because I'm like, he's that same kind of like, it's just a trash bag person talking about their weird life. And it's just fun to listen to. Yeah,
the amount of people I showed Stanhope to that were like, this guy's just drunk and yelling. And I was like, all right, well, come down to this pizza shop to see me be drunk and yelling.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got it. This is awesome. I can't believe you do this.
I don't plan on murdering my mom anytime soon, but maybe I could one of these days.
She asked for it.
That's true.
Yeah,
God.
you said he showed up at some show here.
Yeah,
right?
Third
did,
Street.
that's right.
The mythical Third Street that you have to hear about in retrospect.
Yeah. Everyone's like, there was a scene.
Yeah, it was
One day.
It is crazy how much it all revolved around that place.
Yeah.
pretty much.
And now that we're without it, it does feel super disjointed.
Yeah.
and kind of
It's
dying.
kinda, nebulous
what about-
almost.
yeah.
Like we're
What
still
about
all
Pioneer
here.
Underground?
I
Pioneer's
mean,
still there?
it was its own
That
separate
place is
scene.
welcoming everyone with open arms.
Yeah.
Just got to scrub.
And that's the thing is you got to put in a lot of work, and sometimes you can do it for 2 or 3 years, and then it never gets better.
Well, I don't think I have 2 or 3 years on that.
No, I think you're at the point where if Wayne just decides to watch you once, he'll realize, oh, this guy's actually funny. So
He
maybe
did
I
watch me once, yeah. Yeah.
can-
He was like, get to the bathroom and scrub it.
he never
Maybe there's
told
a
me
premise in there.
he never told me I was funny until like I'm gonna say 3 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I've been at Pioneer for a little over 2.5 years.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And so he finally was just like, "Hey, you did good. That was funny." And I was like, "Thanks. I've been
Yeah.
working on it."
Yeah, I've had a bunch of other people tell him I was funny, and he's like, that's his only good set he's ever had. Like, thanks, bro.
It's tough. It's tough here because we don't have rooms. I mean, now luckily we have the improv now, but who knows how far that'll go. It's an
I don't
improv
know.
Fingers
joint.
crossed.
Yeah.
Solid crowd
Year
when
of-
I was there.
Year of positivity. This isn't a year of doubt.
That's
Yeah.
true. I like to doubt things before and then fully put my head into it like a hot oven. Mm-hmm. Like, I know this oven is hot, but I'm going to do it anyway just in the hopes that it's cold, and then it just whatever. My head gets a little cooked
Yeah.
sometimes.
Allegedly always the same crowd there, though. So
That
you
makes sense.
cannot
Same
recycle
improv
material,
round.
yeah.
That makes sense because
Which sucks because I only have
improv
4
theaters.
jokes. I write 1 joke a year of comedy.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's
So
it's tough.
Yeah,
I think I can do a half hour when I'm 26.
Once the fucking thaw happens,
Yeah.
and we can finally get back over to Sacramento and San Francisco.
I know. I want to
shit'll be
book stuff
popping
over
off.
there.
Yeah,
I
but
know
it's-
if I plan anything, there will be a devastating avalanche or something.
Yeah, as soon as you're
Yeah.
just like, maybe I can make it up
Yeah.
there in April, and it's like, 3 found dead.
Yeah, and whoever it is will be like, "Oh, I just thought you respected your career." Just hold it against me.
Well, the good news is a lot of the Sacramento comedians end up getting fucked over too. They're like, we can't make it over. It's impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
then
happens.
you get hosting gigs, right? Isn't that what happened
Oh,
to you
right.
last
You
weekend,
just had,
Nick?
you had to host, right? Because it was
I
supposed to be Drew.
Yeah, Drew and D. Tyler were both unable to make it.
What?
Damn
D.
it.
Tyler was there last night.
Oh yeah, he was
And
there
then
Friday.
he-
No, he wanted to get back over because he didn't think he'd be able to make it.
Oh,
over.
that's why he didn't want to be
Okay.
stuck in Reno.
Yeah, he wanted to get
Okay.
out of there as soon as possible.
That makes sense.
I think that's why he
That
called
guy's
up Drew.
hilarious.
Yeah,
He's good.
amazing.
I just wish I had a better first experience with him.
Well, what
When we went to go do laughs, and he put me on 11th in the list,
Oh, yeah.
and then bumped me 5 or 6
Yeah,
times.
and I got to go like
Second.
First or second.
So you guys are just both awkwardly waiting for
Yeah,
hours.
because it was just like we both went up to him, and Nick's like, "Yeah, like we got to get out of here early." He's like, "Okay, I'll put you up early," and I thought that would mean both of us. But apparently, I was supposed to do the same speech and not just
Yeah.
be standing nearby.
He's like, no, Nick has to get out of
Well,
here.
also, I knew him because I hosted a show at Third Street that
Yeah.
he was on, so I think that's why he hooked me up a little bit.
Yeah. What's even worse is a different Bobby went up just before me and fucking killed it.
And did all
Oh,
your same
nice.
jokes too.
Yes.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
just did the exact.
How
He did-
tall was he?
He
though?
did the
He
like,
was
he did the
6'9",
giant. He did the
bigger than me.
giant. The giant
Jesus.
Asian joke, right?
6'9".
And he was
He
like
had it all in there.
and he was a black dude. It was
yeah,
weird.
yeah, he had all the same jokes.
What was his band called?
It was actually just called Larger Giants.
Larger, sadder giants.
Even more melancholy giants.
Even
He had to leave earlier.
Fuck. I wish I leaned hard into the like how Asian I am things. Like I wish I could, but I didn't grow up Asian.
Yeah,
so I
genetically, you didn't lean hard.
Yeah,
No, you didn't. You leaned up.
I leaned all the way up through the spine. But it's just like all the comedians that are Asian that I know, with the exception of Bobby Lee, who's never recorded a special, are all like, here's my immigrant experience. Let me make fun of my mom's accent. And I don't get to have that because I still don't understand shit.
You could
my
do
mom says.
Miss Swan from Mad TV.
Right.
I think people have forgot about that.
Yeah. Now, what I think is crazy is if somebody in the 2000s was just a whole character like, I put on blackface and I just do this fun accent, it would be fucking madness,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
She's Asian. Like, barely, but
Yeah, like, but
an
that's
arguable amount.
yeah, Keanu Reeves Asian.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, well, he's a quarter Chinese, so let's make him play a samurai.
No one cared.
No one cared.
No
And
one
that's what
cared at all.
happens. And that's why I only tell the white story of life, because that's all I got.
That's what people want to
That's
hear.
all I got. Do you guys only have white stories? Is that
Pretty much, like
Yeah.
that's like the same deal with me. Like I was,
Yeah.
I am Mexican, and I was raised in like a very Hispanic neighborhood. But my mom kept me away from all that stuff because she was kind of racist.
Yeah.
Like she didn't want me hanging out around those kind of groups because she thought like they were all gangsters and thugs. But then like I actually like went to high school with them, and like they're decent people.
Yeah, it's just they have Mexican accents.
Yeah, they have they can speak Spanish, and they know what like fucking culture is a little bit.
Yeah, I think my mom is a little bit of like a self-hating Lao person. Like she doesn't hate the Lao culture in Laos. She hates Lao Americans.
That's weird.
Well,
Even Lao rappers.
yeah, I was making Nick watch a
Whoa.
bunch of Lao rappers on YouTube, which
They're
I didn't know
pretty
existed
amazing.
until we
I
started
didn't
watching
know
them.
either.
You can
Yeah.
say they're lousy. Man, why don't I write more? I ask myself.
Writing's not cool.
It's fucking the lamest thing.
But I am going to Laos in a week, so that's why I got to backlog a bunch more podcasts. I'm going to be going to my ancestral homeland that I've never identified with ever to
And
talk
then-
to people that don't know my same language.
And then you'll go and visit your second ancestral homeland, Missouri.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet.
Actually, where was I born?
Yeah, it was like,
Illinois.
Oh, Illinois. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well,
I thought you were from Alaska.
Your dad was stationed.
Yes. My dad was stationed in
Missouri
Missouri,
for a while.
in St. Louis, but the Air Force base that I was born on was just across the river in Belleville, Illinois.
Ooh.
Technicality. Okay.
Technicality.
Nice.
So technically, I think I could say that I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, as just like, that's where it was.
The Midwest is more your motherland than Laos, honestly.
Yeah, at this point, it is.
It breeds the
especially-
best people.
It is. I mean,
Hot dish flowing through your veins.
eating hot dish, loving the cold.
Yeah.
You know, but it's so weird because like I should have more stories about the places I've lived, but I just don't care enough to go back through and remember them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like there was that time I was chased by that moose.
That's pretty cool.
There was that time that moose gave birth in our neighbor's yard.
The same
All
moose?
moose
Yeah,
stories.
there was just like people being racist to me in Hawaii for being part white. That's I think that's what brought out whiteness.
Oh, they
the
hate
most.
white people in
yeah,
Hawaii.
especially half white people, because then it's like you're traitors. But it was just fucking. I was like, I didn't choose
They're
that.
like, do it or don't.
Yeah, like I didn't wake up one day with like a Fallout style character sheet, and I was like, let's turn up the whiteness on this part. And it's fucking like I was just born how I was born. Sorry, I don't speak pidgin. Fucking spam eaters.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe talking like that's why they don't like you.
Yeah, fuck Hawaii. No, I mean, I love Hawaii and a lot of its people, except for the ones that get all hopped up on meth and start like beating up people in parks.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew 13-year-olds who did meth. That's what's fucking
sweet.
crazy.
They couldn't find anything better to do in Hawaii.
There's eventually you get bored of it. After a year, I was just
mean,
done with beaches.
You can only surf so much.
Yeah. Shit gets boring.
Yeah.
I knew a like 12-year-old in Pennsylvania that did heroin.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she died in the woods.
Related to the heroin? Or just
I think she
lifestyle
Can't be an
choices?
accident.
I think it was diabetes or something,
She mixed up her
Oh.
needles.
which was
Yeah.
heavily neglected due to the heroin.
But that explains why she was good enough with needles to do heroin at 12.
yeah.
Because I wouldn't even trust myself now.
She's
to
like,
put
I got
needles
this.
anywhere on
Do you
me.
think she like mixed up her needles and was kind of disappointed with what she got?
I don't know. I don't think she was disappointed,
Or, I like to think that 50%
unless it was
of
the
the time,
insulin and
Yeah,
then
she's
heroin withdrawal.
Yeah,
it's
she was like, she
"Aw."
just kept doing insulin and being
Yeah.
like, I need to get my
She's
fucking
like, why do I
fix.
feel fine?
I feel so regulated. Fucking heroin. I don't have any desire to do crazy drugs like that. I mean, like maybe DMT, just because Joe Rogan makes it sound dope as fuck.
I'll do
But,
anything Joe Rogan says,
I think like
and I will
shrooms
act like
or
I didn't
something
hear
like
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, shrooms are fucking dope. I mean, like
Shrooms are
that's-
cool. I did DMT once.
Was it okay?
Yeah, that's actually probably what I was going to say.
It was just one of those
That
things-
was okay.
Yeah, he like I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah,
It sounds too intense.
I didn't. I mean, like my friend had it, so I was like, all right. but I would have not
Walking
done
around with DMT.
Yeah, no more effort would have been put into it by my end. To
Like they didn't
try it.
They wouldn't have to like sell it to you. Like,
No,
you should try this hot
They're
new
like,
drug.
Do you want this?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I was gonna smoke that joint anyway.
The thing that gets me about DMT is the stories people that have done DMT tell me all sound like what DARE programs used to say weed would do to you. So I feel like I'm going to end up being just as disappointed with DMT because people are like, you're going to pass out and meet Vishnu and it's going to feel like 30 years have passed. I'm like, yeah, but people said a lot of shit would be funny if you smoked weed, and it's not.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'll watch the same Vine compilation sober, and they'll still be hilarious to me. I don't fucking get it. I don't know. Don't do drugs, kids. Until you realize that you kind of need them, then do them.
There's kids listening.
Yeah, this is a.
Does this go through the speakers of the middle school?
Yeah, this is actually a local child broadcast.
Ah, okay.
It's a 12 to 17 young adult
Yeah.
fiction piece. I don't fucking
Okay.
know. I can't read.
It's on
Can't
a
read.
YouTube
You can't read.
playlist.
There's nothing in front of you.
Yeah, I don't read any. I whenever I say a sentence, I close my eyelids and I read off the teleprompter that's in there. And turns out it's in a language I don't understand. Probably Lao.
See, you can make that a joke shoulder deep into the Asian thing. That's why your eyes
There
are
you go.
like that.
Yeah.
I have teleprompters in them.
Whole teleprompters.
Yep.
I think I could pull that off.
Speaking of Asian jokes, I will be working for Dat Fan this weekend.
I think we're each working a different show.
I'm
this
sure.
weekend because you're
6:30.
Friday,
Yep.
you're early Saturday, and I'm late Saturday.
Yep. Suck
So-
it, Ralphie May.
So Austin, now you have
Suck
to
it.
choose who to buy tickets from.
I choose.
I'm not selling any. So
I don't have any to sell.
Yeah.
I've sold 3.
Nice.
If anything, I'll just share the thing on Instagram
There you
and
go.
Facebook, and then not show up.
That's probably wise. 'Cause,
Perfect.
Yeah, good enough.
I might not
I hope
show
so.
up.
I'm assuming Dat Fan's act is still exactly the same.
I don't think I even watched it that time.
I
never
did.
seen
I
it.
was heavy into that first season of
Really?
Last Comic Standing. And he sold all the Asians on making fun of his own mom.
Yeah.
Joe Coy's better. I'm just going to say it. If you're going to go for an Asian who makes fun of his own mom, at least Joe Coy has stories about other people.
Anyway, go see Dat Fan. He's going to be at the Pioneer Underground.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 2 Saturday shows.
6:30 and 9:30.
What if I got Dat Fan on the podcast?
That might give this thing the credibility it deserves.
Yeah.
As
We could-
an Asian, you
No, Dat Fan has no respect from other comedians.
Well, he hasn't met me.
That's true.
I saw someone post something on Facebook about Stormy Daniels, and then they brought up Dat Fan in response. Like,
Oh,
"Look,
no.
Dat Fan can get a career out of this.
Yeah.
Why can't Stormy Daniels?
Because at the same time, like, not shitting on any of the people that have their career like this, but, like Stormy Daniels, Steve-O, any wrestling person, it's just like, they're just going to have a fuckload of stories, and people are already going to listen to, like, podcasts and shit that they're on. Of
The
course
people
they're
that
gonna
go
see
have
other
already heard all the stories, and they're
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
true.
oh, I saw
Yeah,
Mick
it's
Foley
not
at
live.
the Funny Stop in Ohio.
I saw
Oh,
Mick
yeah.
Foley at Catch a Rising Star.
No shit.
What was it like?
It was just Mick Foley.
Yeah,
Stories,
it was a bunch of
stories.
shit I had already heard.
Yeah.
And I was like, but that's him.
He's the one saying it.
Yep. And then I
To
hit
my
the
face.
2-drink minimum, and then I left.
I don't know what my goal in comedy is, because that doesn't sound unappealing to me.
Open to Mick
Yeah,
Foley.
man.
Yeah.
It's mine.
I'm into it.
Start a career in wrestling and just have it become the best career ever, and then do comedy afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrestling's a lot easier.
But it's just like the idea that somebody can do the old-fashioned carnival-style thing of, like, here's this attraction, how much money would you pay to see it and stand in its presence? So it's just like Mick Foley's just bearded ladying his way through the U.S.,
Yeah.
much like Stormy Daniels will be doing.
Yeah.
I think comedy clubs are just the modern-day fucking freak shows.
Pretty much.
It's really the only reason
That is-
Brad
yeah.
Williams still gets fucking work.
Ooh.
Again, another dude where I'm like, not gonna knock you for the hustle, but at the same
But
time,
he's not good.
how many specials can you put out where you're like, hey, I'm a midget? Because if I did a full 60 minutes of being like, guys, aren't I giant and Asian? And then did that for 3 hours over 10 years, I would put a bullet in my fucking mouth.
Yeah, but Dat Fan would be opening for you.
I'm in the hierarchy of Asians. I will take the top spot, please.
Yeah,
You're
everyone
tallest.
Everyone fucking would love it.
Who do you guys think top Asian is right now?
Yao Ming. Definitely top
Yeah,
Asian.
probably if we're going height.
He's got
I don't
about
mean
3.
right below that.
I don't mean by height. I mean by status, because Aziz Ansari got taken out real hard. and
I
so
still,
now
I still think Yao
He's
Ming.
Asian?
South Asian, because Indians
Yeah,
don't...
way South
Yeah,
Asian. Like
Indians-
the most South Asian.
Indians don't like to be called Indians anymore, even though that's a weird stance to take when you're the ones that are supposed to be called Indians.
Also, their country is
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they want to be called
So you're
South
like,
Asians.
whatever, Asians.
Yeah,
They're like,
because-
no.
Yeah, like, no, just to clue everyone in, other Asians don't consider Indians to be Asian.
Yeah.
We're like, they're fucking Indians. Like, what do you want from us? They're from India.
They're practically their own continent.
Yeah, and so it's crazy that they're like, there's a whole movement, especially in the U.S., where like, we're South Asians. I'm like, fine, you're South Asians, but that just means all of India is now the South of Asia. So that's why we have Southeast Asia with like 6 countries in it.
And there's no such good. There's no such good thing as a good South.
Yeah,
That's true.
there's never been a good South. South
Dakota.
Korea. That's true.
Yeah,
South
Dakota.
Dakota.
Greatest state in the union.
That's
Well,
right. But
don't
you know
get
what?
too far ahead of yourself.
They got pretty good
They
ice
got
cream.
great faces, great places, South Dakota.
The best part about South Dakota is its proximity to Minnesota.
I've never been to either.
You're missing out, man.
Yeah, well, you can come on our annual tour out to the
Yeah,
Midwest.
Which
sweet.
is now an annual tour.
Yeah.
Even though we only did it one
I
year.
got a plan. Oh, I
Did
did
you call
I
it the
did
first
2 years.
annual?
Oh yeah,
I've done it 2 years in a row now, so I feel like I got to keep the streak
You
going.
gotta have your separate tour.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have just a headlining tour in every bar that'll let me stand there for an hour.
I love to
just-
do that though.
I just want to be on the road.
You're like, I'm going on tour. I'm gonna do the same bars I used to.
yeah. Going on tour, I'm gonna
I'll
see.
just go up last.
It's like I'm gonna go to 3 open mics that my friends now run, and hopefully they let me do a feature spot at the
Yeah.
open mic.
Ooh.
That's fucking. I mean, like, when does it get better? Because people can get in with a comedy club and become like a usual feature, or maybe even a usual headliner. But even those guys seem fucking miserable with it. Like the headliners that are touring that come through Carson. I don't know if they like that shit at all.
I talked to
That
one
sucked, yeah.
recently, and he said, "Yeah, if I had to do it all over again, I would not do this at all."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great. Well, I still have dreams, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Maybe it'll go differently for me.
and the thing that gets me is a lot of the guys that are kind of on their downslope, headlining and like putting the fear of God into everyone that comedy isn't the thing, are also the guys that got their hot 60 during the comedy boom where anybody could headline, and they've been doing that for 20 years, and they just figure like, it was rough for me. It's like, well, yeah, because you were a year in and decided, I could talk for an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't get that chance because everyone knows that that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think we should. I just want to piss off everyone else that's above me. I want to just start calling myself a headliner and booking my own shit and just saying it until it's true. Because then what? If I'm walking around the whole of the United States, quote unquote, headlining for 5 years, at what point do they just have to be like, well, yeah, he can do 45, he gets work everywhere, he's a headliner.
Yeah.
So I should do 40 before Dat Fan?
I'm not going to say no.
I could project.
Yeah.
I could do that whole
If you got,
theater.
if you got
cut.
friends in high places, maybe
Yeah.
they'll change the time on the
Yeah,
lighting
Luke
for you.
will be sort of higher up
Yeah.
in the booth.
I wonder at what point Wayne would just walk up to the sound booth and just crank the music up on you. I feel like it would get into the double digits of...
I mean, I got to be doing better than Thunderstruck does.
Fucking Thunderstruck. That
Song fills me with anxiety
it
now.
never pumps me up.
No, never.
He wants-
You're just
'cause he's
like,
like,
"Ugh, another one.
Gets the energy up. Yeah, well, it's hard to get the energy up when you're like, yeah, energy. Anyway, don't heckle. It's like, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Just don't play Thunderstruck. But comedy clubs. I mean, Laugh Factory plays the same fucking America's Funniest Home Videos style intro.
Oh,
It
yeah?
has Justin Bieber from when he was 13, and
Yeah.
Ooh.
they haven't updated it since then. Hillary Duff's on it, though. That's
Hey.
Which
I mean,
one was
why
she
change
again?
it if it's not working?
she was the white one.
Was there a black Hillary Duff?
Yeah, that was Raven Simone.
Okay, I accept that. That's so black Hillary Duff.
Yep.
Shit.
Remember the Proud Family?
Yeah.
No.
I
You
had
don't
that
remember the
theme song
I
stuck
never
in my head
watched
all
the Disney
day.
Channel.
Fuck.
Is that bad? Should I have watched it?
Oh, no, it's fine. You just
not
didn't like
really,
the show
no.
because you're a racist.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I just wish I did better, you know? Instead of being just fucking racist all the time. How racist have you guys been recently?
You know, if I had any sort of status, I'd be like, I'm not touching this podcast anymore. Well, luckily, I don't. And racism will make a comeback, I feel like.
Yeah, it'll only...
It's PC culture, and then people will be like, hey, who hates Jews?
all press is
I want to
good
listen to
press.
that guy.
I'm going to take that as just a little clip. Hey, who hates Jews? There's just so many...
I
There's
can't
so many
think of
things.
how racist I've been lately
I've said
because it's
so-
just so natural.
I've said so much racist shit on this
It's
podcast.
natural to be racist all the
it's
time.
just so easy.
24/7. Hate.
It's
you
just
know?
so easy to be racist.
It all
just-
blends together.
Basically, I just can't decide who I hate the most. I guess at this point.
Yeah,
White girls.
Goddamn honky bitches.
Yeah.
they do suck,
Always
don't
falling
know.
out of stools.
but they look nice.
Yeah.
Danimal.
Can't say if there was
Yeah.
anything that I was like racist towards, but I know like recently I was seeing my mom in LA and she was like driving me around and she was like, got to drive through this part kind of fast with a lot of Chinese people. That was like the most racist. Not
like,
the most racist.
they're-
She's always been that way
They're
towards
quick and
Asians.
crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they going to do if you're driving fast? They're going
karate?
to float up to your car.
She's scared. She's like
Control the
she's
weather.
Totally like into she buys into the Asian stereotype of like they can't drive well.
Oh,
like that
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that shit.
Yeah, not like they're gonna crawl her car and try and like ask, like, see if like, hey, do you want us to clean your windshield or something like that? Nothing like that.
I thought she was
They're going
afraid
to run up with their iron
yeah.
fists.
they're going to
Yeah.
come up with their smelly durian and
Yeah. She's not
really
like-
stink up her environment.
Yeah, like we don't drive through little Tokyo and she's like, roll up your windows. It's never been like that. She's around that at Skid Row, which is
Jesus.
that's just more just homeless people. She doesn't like homeless people. I
Good
think.
band, though.
Yeah, Skid Row.
Homeless people? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought homeless
I'm
people
sure
was
there's a band, yeah.
My favorite rap group, too, is Homeless People.
Yeah. No, it's the band Skid Row.
Is that Sebastian Bach's
Sebastian
band?
Yeah, ironically, all homeless.
I can see that. Sebastian Bach looks like the prettiest homeless guy.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't. I've seen prettier, I think.
Name one.
Remember that homeless guy with the great voice?
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't good looking, but
No, I don't think he did. Did anything ever come to that, or is he still fucking?
he just
homeless?
relapsed real
He,
hard.
he started doing announcements for the news program, I think, that interviewed him, and he got a house and everything. And there was this follow-up report by a different news station that went around asking homeless people if they heard about this happening. Like, oh yeah, he just he's just talked, and they now he has a house and a job and everything. No, do you have any talents? And then the homeless woman started singing her heart out, thinking that she was like going to get a house out of this deal.
That's bullshit.
And then the news anchor just like, all right, well, see you later.
Jeez.
It was
That's
called
not gonna work.
America's
Even
next
Susan Boyle,
America's
like-
next top hobo.
We have that. We should make that. There's some talented hobos here in Reno.
Yeah, I saw one that has a dog. That's pretty impressive.
Oh,
Fuck
the
yeah.
one that carries
I
the
can't
toy
do that.
around?
What?
The golden retriever that carries a toy around.
Yeah,
where it goes.
I don't think
I
that
want
person-
to see that one.
I don't
though.
think that person's homeless. I think they just live in the flats above the
close
library.
enough.
If you live in a daily, you're essentially homeless.
Oh, that's like a daily motel.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know a guy who does that now.
a homeless guy.
The Seagull Suites.
Pretty much. He was annoying as fuck though. So.
Had it coming.
Good. I ate a lot of cheese today.
Let's touch on this subject.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering what.
Can't think of any racism, so let's
Yeah.
talk cheese.
Yeah, racism bad. There's enough Midwest in here. What is the amount of cheese that you thought this is too much?
I have not reached that level.
I think I did today. So I need to hear others, because I mean I've done this to myself before, because I thought I was going to do a Game of Thrones binge, and I was like, I'm going to make the best grilled cheese. So I bought like rustic sourdough, and then I bought like a white cheddar, and then like a creamy Havarti. But then I got like this big chunk of blue cheese, because I was like, just a little kiss will be real nice.
Yeah.
Hot blue cheese is the
That doesn't-
grossest
Yeah,
shit.
that's no
I
good.
I don't
is-
even like that in like a dressing
Oh
form.
God, it was spicy. It was so moldy. Don't ever heat up blue cheese
Yikes.
in a little toaster oven. It just smelled like you took like a tube sock that you forgot about and just put it in the oven. It's fucking bad. It smelled like a cum sock. That's what it
too
is.
much.
A hot cum sock.
Yeah.
That's too much cheese.
Hot cum sock the sandwich.
Yeah. There was a grilled cheese restaurant in Cleveland that had like a challenge that was just like the biggest grilled cheese with like 14 kinds of cheese on it.
Oh shit.
Is that
I don't
like
think
a-
the Man versus Food guy did it.
Boo.
Nope.
Like an actual like physically big sandwich, or just like stacked
It
with
was
cheese?
more tall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever
I don't think
had
the bread was any
a
different.
cheeseburger where the buns are grilled cheese sandwiches?
My friend ate one like that just this past weekend.
It's fucking-
There's some places in California where you can swap out buns for grilled cheese
they'll do
sandwiches.
that in
There's a
California
place in
anyway.
Reno that'll
It's
do
a
that.
yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Where at?
Flowing Tide.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah. The place that I'm talking about is a place called Gorilla Mall. It's like a metal themed burger joint.
Gorilla Mall.
Yeah,
That sounds cool.
it's a pretty dope spot.
Sounds pretty dope.
Hopefully they sponsor this podcast at some point because their burgers are pretty dope.
They're
and
probably
they,
all listening to it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
right
they're
now.
like, oh man, they dropped it. They name
Waiting
dropped
for that
us.
shout out.
yeah. They're just staring at the door
They were
for
on fucking-
customers to show up.
That Bobby Benedict bump.
They were on
Never
the, they were on
knows.
the America's Next Great Food Truck and they won it and they opened up that little
That's a
spot.
show?
Apparently,
You never
They-
saw that show?
God damn it, I've missed out on so
Watching
much.
Game of Thrones over there instead
Yeah.
of just daytime Food Network.
So much of it. I still need to go to Heart Attack Grill before I go out of the weight class again.
Oh.
Because if you,
You're in the free?
because if you're over 350 pounds, you eat there for free. Last time I was in Vegas, I was sitting around 320, and I was like, "How fat can I get in a weekend?" And I couldn't do it.
Damn.
So Nick, for before we restart the weight loss challenge
I'm
in
going
full,
to Vegas in May, and I'm going to go to Heart Attack Grill.
Oh no,
I'm going there
what
in
if-
like 2 weeks.
What if you're under
Shit.
350 pounds? by
Oh
then?
shit! I guess I'm gonna
Get
have-
fat for a weekend?
Yeah, get fatter for a weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
just-
how you tried to gain 30 pounds in a weekend.
Yes.
Pay for a meal.
I don't think
That's
you. I don't
pretty
think,
confident for you, I think.
I don't
Yeah.
think you've had the luxury of watching me eat. I think
haven't.
both of these gentlemen have seen it
And
And
many times.
it is a luxury.
Yeah, it is.
That is exactly the word I
like-
described.
Yeah.
What was it, like 50 tacos you ate that way?
Wow. That's awesome.
I turned that one into a joke for a bit, but everyone just thinks it's sad because I was just like, "Who got all these bite-sized tacos?" And Jim was like, "Those are regular-sized tacos." I was like, "Oh shit! I've eaten like 50 of them." Because he got like a catering tray for Cinco de Mayo. There was like 100
nice.
tacos, and I ate half of them.
Yeah. Someone's been lying to you your entire childhood, and giving you burritos and calling them tacos.
Yeah.
I thought because I always knew
They
tacos.
were like the street tacos.
yeah, they were like
which
little
are
street
smaller.
tacos. and I'm
Authentic
just,
tacos, like
I'm-
actual real tacos.
Yeah, I'm just used to like fucking go get Old El Paso hard shell and put some McCormick seasoned beef into it.
Hell yeah.
And fucking call it a weekend, you know? Like squirt some sour cream in there and just get dairied out. And now apparently that's the incorrect way to be authentic. It's authentic to me. That's what I'd say. Although, you know who really fucks shit up is that Del Taco that is the Parmesan cheese on the outside?
No, that's Jim Boys.
Jim Boys, that's what it was. Jim
Jim
Boys
Boys.
tacos. They put Parmesan cheese on the outside of the shell.
Why?
Is that
Because
just
fuck you, that's why.
is that what they just do on? Oh, they do that on all their tacos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
why I don't
awesome.
like them. I don't like those tacos at
Yeah.
all.
They keep
I-
funneling ads to my phone, and then I just go drive by real slow, and I'm
Guess
like,
I'll have
not
more."
today. Yeah.
I only had it once.
What kind of deal they got going now? Oh, 50 tacos for $3.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I'd do
Oh,
it.
fuck. Okay. Wiener Schnitzel?
Jesus Christ, calm
Right
down.
now. Right now, you can get 5 chili dogs for $5.99.
Jesus.
Their chili is god-awful.
It is pretty bad.
It's a good price, though.
You can get a hot dog with pastrami on it.
Yeah.
Because if there's anything I like about pastrami, it's the fast food style of
Fast
it.
food under it.
The hot dog style. I mean, there's some fast food
I'm like,
shit.
where's the hot dog in this?
Like Burger King's hot dog that they had for a bit.
Yeah, those are
That was some
fucking
garbage tier
weird
shit.
ass stuff.
I mean, and then they have their deal of what $5 gets
Literally
you?
messed up my ass.
Oh no, $1 gets you 20 nuggets now.
What?
$1
That was
gets you 20 nuggets of Burger
yeah,
King.
something like 10 nuggets for $1. Or
Maybe
no,
it's
20.
10. I thought it was 20 nuggets for $1.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
had Burger King in 10 years.
Yeah, I'd
They
suggest
had
it.
that Halloween Whopper that turned your poop black.
Yeah, because
that
it
was
was
pretty
full
I
of
didn't
black.
know it was like a full weekend deal.
It's like a dare almost. Like, eat this to turn your poop black.
Like, all right, he sold me on it.
Why? I mean, everyone loves looking at their
Tag
poop.
us on Instagram
Let's
with
play-
your poop.
Let's play Truth or Black Whopper.
Everyone loves looking at their poop. I don't know why we don't have restaurants dedicated 100% to just turning your poop fun colors.
That would be super dope, I think.
Yeah, the seats could have toilets.
That would be the shit.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Everyone's just shitting in public.
Yeah.
They're just like, your food's here. Everyone drop trow. Let's get crazy. It's just,
I bet people poop in the restaurant area of Heart Attack Grill.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
What?
Especially the ones.
It's strained.
Probably whenever
I mean,
they
it's strained,
die.
but they'll get it out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have to sign a waiver when you do the quadruple bypass challenge.
What is that?
It's 4 quarter-pound burgers with slices of cheese. I think it's like 8 strips of bacon, and then it's just like drenched in mayo and shit.
Like on the burger, or like
Wherever,
in just on
just wherever. Just a
wherever.
whole. It's actually
Wherever you
where
want
do
it.
you want it?
Put it in this pitcher.
those little plastic trays that would usually fill full of fries.
Yeah.
It's actually just a swimming pool of mayonnaise,
Oh, I see.
jeez.
and they just lay the burger sideways in
You
there.
just tell them where to finish at?
Yeah, it just shows up like a
They come
pig.
smack it in your face.
Good.
Damn.
That sounds... I'm not going to go there when I'm in Vegas.
You should. It's so just walk because I was walking down Old Vegas.
I have
'cause was
stuff
at
to do. I
Fremont.
can't be comatose.
Why not?
Because I have stuff to do.
Do stuff in a coma. It's fun. Just ask
Blackout.
who was in a coma recently. That's a cultural
Tiny.
reference.
Luke Perry.
Oh fuck! Luke Perry's
Right?
fully dead.
Yeah. But he wasn't for a couple days.
Yeah, when he was in the coma,
Yeah.
he's doing all right.
Yeah, but he died now.
So?
Oh,
on
yeah.
this podcast, nothing's off limits. By the way,
That's true. I've definitely said some super racist shit, which is no one's
Now
calling.
let's
We're
shit
talking
on-
about a white guy.
Yeah.
You can say anything
Yeah.
you want about
That's
white
true.
people.
Now let's shit
Fuck
on Keith
Luke Perry.
Flint,
Who?
the fucking Prodigy singer.
Oh, I don't know who the.
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
that is.
he
Oh, is
died.
that
He
Fire
died.
Starter guy?
Yeah.
Smack my bitch up.
Hell yeah.
Oh, smack my
Yeah.
Bitch up.
He committed suicide.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't do that then. That was pretty fucked up.
Well,
Suicide's a white people thing. So.
yeah,
Yeah, let's not touch that.
yeah, it's part of your guys' culture.
It's our culture.
We've been thinking about it all day, and we don't want to talk about it anymore.
I just feel like we should be able to make fun of him more.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I saw that, and I was like, man, I haven't listened to Prodigy in like 15 years, and I went to YouTube, and then I just watched something else.
I think it's weird when
I
people
was like,
take
it sounds all right in my head. That's enough.
I think when people get mad, when people commit suicide, they're like, how dare, that's so selfish. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't remember anything about them until just now, so
Yeah.
it worked. Now their career is better.
Yeah. It's like, do you really think his children wanted a dad
Yeah.
who was the front man from Prodigy?
Exactly.
Is that a good life?
Like, speaking about recent events, I'd never heard of Brody Stevens until he killed himself.
What? He's so good.
I mean, I get it. I
And
can
it's-
see why he didn't
It's
blow up.
in. It's in to like him now.
Yeah, it is. Just like it was in to get really into Prince for a second or David Bowie. You know, like
Yeah.
people
It's
kill
gonna-
themselves
it's
so
gonna
they can
keep
become
happening.
cultural monoliths. That just happens.
Yeah.
When your career sucks, just tank it and call
Yeah.
it a day.
Yeah.
I think Kurt Cobain ruined everything by committing suicide. 'Cause
He
I
made
think
his band way more famous.
That's
Yeah.
and it's kind of
And now
the
we have
continued
Foo
trend
Fighters to deal
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Every
Do
like
you
celebrity
know
that
you're
dies.
trending after you commit suicide?
I feel like you should know.
That should always be the intent when
Yeah.
committing suicide.
Oh, but what if you're not?
It's like if I'm going to commit suicide just so these Instagram likes go up.
And just leave a hashtag in your suicide note.
Yeah.
Hashtag dead. hashtag just killed myself.
I'm going to do that.
Do it.
I'm going to create a suicide note,
Oh, yeah.
hashtag in it.
Egg you on, just do it.
Show everybody. It's going to end up like that one case where that girl was telling that guy to kill himself, and this time Austin's the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get to go to jail. That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah. You couldn't make it in jail.
Did
That's
that
the
girl
idea.
go to
So
jail?
bad for you.
I think so, yeah,
Oh,
she
she
got-
definitely went to jail.
To
No, I mean, I think
like
she's out
manslaughter,
already.
like manslaughter charges like that, or
She's out already because she's rich and white and young. So everyone's just like, "Oh, poor
Nice.
her." And it's
She
just
sounds
like,
pretty.
fuck. I mean, she did have a boyfriend. Had.
Yeah. a boyfriend who clearly talked to her about killing himself a lot, and she's like,
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She sounds primed to date comics, though.
Yeah. She's like, I've been through this.
And you know what? Guys will listen to her too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like she's got some sort
And
of.
then maybe
commanding
we can get
presence.
some stage time around here.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Convince other comics to kill themselves so that we can get more stage time.
Yep. Check their calendar. Fucking.
There's so many more jokes I want to make, but I won't. Moving right along. So, guys, about the cheese. Remember we were talking about cheese?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes I'd eat too much string cheese. I don't know, is that too much? Like 6 sticks of string cheese?
Nah.
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
addictive, though.
It is a pretty addictive thing, but like it was 6 sticks of it.
That's just like.
Did you
like a regular
unstring them
amount
all,
of
or just
cheese.
like chomp into
I
them?
would. I'm not a
All
communist.
6 at
I'm not a
once.
fucking communist. I would string them. I would do that. I would peel them off, and
That's
I
like
would
half
never be,
the
like,
fun.
perfect.
They're better when they're
Yeah.
real string.
Yeah, because you aerate it and it tastes
Yeah.
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
You just like the motion of
Yeah.
skinning something.
Yes.
With your bare
It's fun.
hands.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great time.
I get that. I could feel that. You know, being able to kill something with your bare hands and eat it.
Not a quality cheese though in string form.
Usually,
That's
not,
usually
no.
the cheapest cheese.
Most foods that come in string form are the highest quality.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
the flavor is just like the sodium they added into it. So it's just salty cheese, and I like that.
Sometimes I'll
Salty
just
cheese is cool.
I'll just eat straight
Great
salt.
band.
just have a salt lick.
Yeah. Have you guys never done that?
Just hanging out on your yard with a bunch of deer.
I just one time. All right, this is gonna happen. One time I just got super high, and I was like, I have no more calories left for the day. I'm trying to be healthy, so I just like poured out a tablespoon of salt. I was just dabbing and licking,
Oh God.
just getting the saltiness, and I was like, yeah, this is acceptable. I don't know what health is anymore. I don't know what it is, and I'm assuming that's not it, but it works. Hashtag it works. Try our new Yoli wraps now.
That could be your suicide hashtag.
Hashtag it works. Whole manifesto, just convincing other people. You're like, hey, you know what? Just
I'm not living anymore.
at Nike. Just do it. Why? You can't
Man,
talk
that'd
about Nick. While we're talking about suicide, you can't play with the box cutter. It's not allowed.
I thought it was wine opener.
You gonna drink some wine right now?
No, I looked at it like, oh, that's a flat wine opener. And I busted it out. I'm like, oh no, that's like a little
Crazy
fucking knife.
bastard. All right, let's just play fucking Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Let's stop
Mad
talking
Libs.
about people killing themselves.
What were
so
we
much.
supposed to talk about? That Brian Sternick, famous open micer from Cleveland.
Oh yeah, dog people that look like their own dogs.
Any Adam Sandler movies, or talking about dog owners who look
Oh,
like they're animals?
you know what? No,
Do you
here-
think Adam Sandler has a dog that looks like him?
He does.
Oh, well, no, Meatball passed
doesn't
away.
look like him.
Oh.
That's true.
You know Adam Sandler's dog by name, but you don't
Well-
know Brody Stevens.
Hey, Adam Sandler had all those movies.
Yeah,
That's true.
And he
Brody
talked a lot about
Stevens?
Brody
meatballs.
Stevens was in The Hangover.
cut out of
Brody-
funny people.
Brody
Yeah.
had 0 Hanukkah songs.
Yeah,
That's true.
Adam Sandler 3. I'm not Jewish, but I'm not Christian either. So fuck it, I'll celebrate whatever holidays coming around.
I
Yeah.
bought a shirt once because I saw Brody Stevens wear it on TV.
I thought you were gonna say because of Hanukkah.
No, I never did anything because of Hanukkah. It's never affected any decisions I've made.
Well, then you just need to learn more about the Jewish faith.
I've learned enough.
Yeah, that's true. You get it, Jews? We've had enough. Okay, so about Adam Sandler movies, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah.
I like funny people.
I'm ride or die for that movie, 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that in theaters.
I was
Me
really into
too.
that for a while, like in middle
I
school.
love it. The songs are good. It's got a lovely tear-jerking ending where he
Fun
finally
old people?
opens the Hanukkah
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
There's deer poop
There's
that,
deer.
that they
Yeah.
animated
Yeah,
painstakingly in Korea.
It's got Alison Krauss in it.
It does.
Really?
Yeah, she's the singer.
She's the chick.
I had to
No
look that. I had to look
way.
that shit up. Alison Krauss is the Jennifer chick's singing voice.
All
right.
He was counting on his town to show.
And you know
that
Adam
he
Sandler does the voice for 3
cared.
characters in that movie too,
And they all sing at the same
and
time.
they all sing at the same time.
Crazy. How does he do that?
He throws
It's a technical foul.
he throws his voice. That's all. That's it.
Like, I'm assuming he did it in
They're
different
like, we
takes.
can only record this once.
Yeah.
This does not have a big budget.
I wish it was just one take of him being like, "Oh, Whitey, I can't do the yeah, but yeah." And it's just him making noises to
I just
himself.
imagine it's like the tube and throat singers that can sing
Two.
two notes at the same time.
Except he just does two different
three.
voices.
Yeah.
Three voices.
He's that talented.
He can vocalize different words with both sides of his mouth. He's like,
Yeah.
I just put my tongue down the middle like a divider, and then I just say different words out of each side of my mouth.
Yeah, makes sense.
Fuck, ventriloquists need to get on another level, because that would be cool to watch. Like, I don't care if I can see your mouth move. We have HD TV now, so I can see everything.
Jewish superpower.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Jewish superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
okay.
Jews can do it.
Well, then, sorry, Jews. I take it back. Tell me more about
They
Hanukkah.
chop
Jeff
off their
Dunham
foreskin and then put it in their mouth. That's
God
what,
damn it.
That's what allows them to
It's like a duck call.
Yeah, you know what? Never mind. We're going to Mad Libs. This guy.
So Jeff Dunham is Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Jeff Dunham was a puppet.
In the very least,
How
he has
often does he do
foreskin in his
Reno?
mouth.
It seems like his town.
I'm going to say, like, at least once a year.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
All right.
He probably gets a bigger venue than Larry the Cable Guy, who's going to the Nugget in March.
yeah,
later
March
this month.
8th.
Yeah,
This is weekend.
Who
That's
in this
right.
room is hosting it?
Nobody.
Because I assume we're the only options.
Clearly not. But we should totally go up before that show and say, hey, if you need a comic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
God,
your
that'd be
guy.
such a
I'm
good
gonna do a
idea.
type
Hey, if you need a comic to get her done,
Yeah.
and then the crowd goes
All right.
wild.
Yeah.
It's time for
And
Mad
then he
Libs.
can't come up.
Dylan, can I have a celebrity who is male?
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry.
That's what I do. I'm a dark comic.
Now, Nick, can I have a celebrity who is female?
Roseanne.
Weird pull. Now, Austin, a
Please
noun.
don't. Okay. Door stopper.
Door stopper. Now, Dylan,
That could also be a
plural.
verb.
A
which is
plural
fun.
noun. Saying person, place, or thing that there is more than
Bricks.
one. Bricks.
There's no bricks in this room, listeners.
Now, Nick, an adjective.
Smelly.
Smelly. Austin, a plural noun.
Farts.
Farts.
Can't go wrong with farts.
Now, Dylan, an adjective.
An adjective.
This is always the hardest part of this fucking
Adjective.
podcast.
That is a descriptor
A
word.
descriptive word. Descriptive word.
Giant.
Giant. Now, Nicolas, a plural noun.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Snazez. Now, Austin, a noun. That is a person.
Yeah. Shrimp.
Shrimp. Oh, I accidentally made it shrimp with an N. Now, Dylan, a place.
Wichita Falls. Kansas, I believe that is.
Wichita Falls. Now, Nick, a plural noun. That's any person, place, or thing. There is more than one.
Titties.
Titties. Now, Austin, a noun. That is any person, place, or thing.
The Noid.
Noid. And finally, Dylan, a profession, plural. Any job, profession, pluralized.
Cocktail waitresses.
Cocktail waitresses. It's time for the Mad Libs app to crash.
Are you serious?
That's all gone.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wow, all that hard work.
Yep, all the hard work on the way.
Fuck,
Let's see if
man.
it'll reopen.
This is fucking the
Crashed
worst.
again. You know what, guys? Fuck this podcast.
Oh, man, now we got to scrap the whole thing.
You know what, you dumb bitches? Put it together yourself. Luke Perry ate some farts with Roseanne and
Fuck the Noid.
Wichita Falls to the Noid right in the cocktail waitress. There you go,
You know what?
bitches.
You know what? Well,
That
you know
sounds
what?
cool.
This is a writing prompt for the listeners to take advantage
Yeah,
of.
you guys
Yes.
take all the shit we just said.
This is a Mad Lib for the audience.
Yeah, make your own.
And when I say audience, I mean your dad.
Yeah, my dad and good old Reed Scott and Brian Hoffman and maybe
Jim
Jay
Fleming.
Randall if he's still awake.
Maybe Jim Fleming.
Maybe Jim Fleming. Oh, I think he stopped listening after I.
That's right.
Oh.
He took his dollar off the Patreon,
Yeah,
right?
he took it all away.
What did you do?
I roasted him too well.
That's true.
What did he do with the dollar?
Just fucking
Bought
wiped
some
his
crack.
ass with it. Probably bought
Nice.
some crack.
It's
Middle
funny.
school kid.
Nick said it, not me.
It's funny because it's kind of true.
Jim, Nick said it, not me. So that's not me being mean to you this time. It's all of us collectively together having fun while doing it. He's not going to listen.
Jim,
this
I didn't
time.
have any fun during the past minute.
It's true. He has been standing here just a stalwart pillar of respect for you, Jim Fleming.
Was that the Mad Lib? All those?
That was. All the words that I just said somehow came out of my mouth
Man,
just fine. I don't
stalwart.
understand how.
That's a good adjective.
Okay, here's since the Mad Libs is all fucked, time for me to just pitch you guys my newest idea. Because I think the last idea I pitched was that show Too Fat for That, where I just try different things while failing and see what I'm too fat for. And so the next one, I pitched it at the library the other day. The Milgram Game Show, based off the psychology experiment, the Milgram experiment, where a person would be in a room with somebody in a lab coat, and the person in the lab coat would just tell this other person to just press this button, and then in another room, somebody would just yell like they're being tortured, and it would just test to see if the person would keep pressing that button until the person just stopped responding like they were dead, and to see how far that person would just keep pressing the button.
What was the
I would
purpose?
kill him, man.
Yeah, what was the purpose of the test?
To see how far somebody will go when someone in a position of authority tells them to do something, even if it seems wrong.
I was going
Or
to test the
What did they
effectiveness.
think happened when they pressed the button?
It shocks somebody. Like, you would just press a button, you would
they're
just,
like, hey, this kills
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you gotta do it.
The shocks got
You gotta
stronger
do it.
and stronger.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Oh,
you'd hear some guy just being like, "Ha!"
yeah.
like, I have a
stop
weak
it.
heart.
And then
Come on.
afterwards, yeah, and then
they
later
stop
he's like,
responding.
"Ah!" And then he just dies.
Just prove the effectiveness of lab coats.
Yeah, and so my game show idea was questions that you ask random people in the street that only get easier, but every time they get an answer right, they have to tase me.
Oh, that's fun.
And so the entire
That
time,
would be fun.
Yeah, and so it's like some host asking them questions, and if they get it right, like, okay, if you want the $5, I think I was going to
No,
escalate it.
you want to like get actually tased, right?
Yeah, like it would just be me getting tased. But the round one is just like kind of difficult questions, and they only get
Right.
$5, and I tase myself. So it's like, haha, isn't this fun? Round two, they're getting $10
You
a
should
question.
you should work up your torture. Like start off small
Well,
and then work your way up to that.
It was just going to be like, it was just going to be either like putting it in different hands. And then the host tases me, and then it's a second party, and then like for $20 each question, this person has to tase me. But by the time it gets to them in their hands, I will be very debilitated and probably crying. And so it'll
Covered in piss.
yeah, and I would really play it up to be like, why are you still doing this? Is it really worth? Is all this pain worth the $20 that you
thinking-
could possibly win?
Who wants to be a millionaire but with torture?
Yeah, that's what it would be. So it'd be like every time they get something right, they have to torture me in some way. And it would just be testing what people will do to a stranger for money in the modern age. So that's my newest
should,
game show.
They should get more money, but have to do worse shit to you.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's why, like, when the money increases, that's when they actually have to start doing
Yeah.
it.
And then
Oh,
they
I
kill
see
you,
now.
but they have to fund your funeral, but you didn't tell them that.
Like, all right, funeral $600, you
Yeah.
won $40.
They're like, all right, now you have to tell Bobby's parents. You killed him.
Or it's just like their lifeline is also me, so they have to really be like, like I can
good.
Google whatever you want, but then you also have to tase me, and so who
Ooh.
knows if I'm giving you the right answer? This is trust now. We could really just fuck with it. Really, my entire idea was to have this happen where everyone just pops out of my van and a game show starts. And so we're just terrifying random people on the street. Like, who wants to come play the Milgram Game Show?
All
Come
right.
on in. And then we get somebody, and so this random person who was going about their day now has to tase somebody for money.
Nice. It's like Cash Cab, but traumatizing.
Yeah. And so that was my idea.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You're like the Ben Bailey of Reno.
Yeah, except oh no, he is a stand-up. I forgot. His special wasn't.
That's what I say about you a lot.
I see how
I've heard him do some good ass stand up for just being a cab driver. Yeah.
Good times. Well, what's everyone else working on? What do we got? What do we got going on all around the table, Dylan? What are you doing? Just Dak fan on Friday?
Just the same show you guys are.
Hell yeah.
I think next week, Kevin Farley? Is that
Oh shit,
next
Kevin
week?
Farley's
Yeah.
coming back?
Yeah, he is.
He's nice.
Now, who's
For
that?
the Irish Invasion.
Because Tracy Smith's coming back, right?
Yeah, that's right.
After.
That's our girl.
There you
right?
go.
I don't know her.
She's pretty cool.
She's nice.
Cool.
She's awesome.
Well, just go to Pioneer if you want to see Dylan.
Yeah.
Or
Or-
the open mics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or in 15 minutes or so,
That's
The
true.
Jungle.
Yeah, we got to go do
Go
that.
listen
That'd
to those
be
jokes
fun.
for free.
Yes.
Yeah, seems fun.
Listen to the same jokes for free.
Yeah. It'll be the same exact things. Well,
Yes.
what about you, Nick? What are you doing? What do you got going
I
on?
got Dat Fan this weekend at 6:30 on
Good.
Saturday. Then next Friday, the 15th, I am at the Reno Improv.
Oh.
Then the Friday after that, I'm at the Reno Improv again. I think Nick Larson's headlining the
That's
monthly
right.
showcase
Ah,
event
yes.
out there. Then I don't know, fucking other shit.
Good.
Yeah,
Probably be roaming around here.
yeah.
Right?
Taking off my sweatpants as soon as this is over.
Good. Austin, full of secrets. Nothing on the books yet.
Nothing on the books. Throwing around some ideas
Got
in my
some
head.
future plans.
I think, the anxiety medications worked well enough to this point where I can actually go on Facebook and start messaging people that I know.
There you go.
Nice.
See if they might wanna come
Xanax
out.
is pretty tight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That and drinking with it on medication. Like,
Yeah.
that's also pretty dope.
I always end up with like 10 dates I didn't know about.
yeah. Fucking just sleep. Yeah, just fucking.
They're all in like Wichita Falls.
Yeah, blacking out and booking shows. That's
Yep.
just going to be happening all
That's
weekend
the way to
long.
do it. That's
Yeah.
how I got on my first festival for music. I got not from Xanax.
Didn't you also just apply for a festival?
Yeah,
Comedy fest?
I
What
tried
was
to.
it?
Well, I
Which one
did.
was it?
Be sure to publicly announce it because
Yeah.
you totally get in.
Well, it was just
after.
World Series of Comedy since we apparently aren't doing the satellite because Wayne doesn't want to fucking put it on. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll apply to the satellite in Sacramento. And see
There's
if they
not
let me
enough
in.
intermissions for Wayne to put it on.
And I was going to try for Big Pine. It's probably not going to happen because I don't think we know anyone in Arizona.
That's the Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I applied to that one like 2 years ago. I was like, that sounds like a cool place to go to.
Yeah, it seems like a cool
So
festival.
I was like,
but
here's $20, people that I won't ever meet.
Yeah, but I don't know. I might apply to this one and then actually plan to just go to it anyway. Because if you apply for it, you get a free pass, free weekend pass to go to the festival.
Oh.
So I was
they
like,
don't sell tickets.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I don't know. Maybe we can all just go to Arizona in September and fuck around. Who knows?
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. What else am I doing? I'm doing the April Dead Panda show. Keep an eye
Yeah.
out for that. Dad
Oh, I
fan
was
on
gonna be
Saturday.
on that.
Yeah, and then you just fucking.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You just,
Hey, all right.
I switched it to May because I have some friends coming out from LA.
That's right.
They're
That's what it
headlining.
was. And I think I fucking I might end up in Casino Boss. I don't know. Apparently, the owner of the Carson Nugget liked me when I went there the other day,
Cool.
and he was just like, we can give him a spot in Casino Boss," and that was all just told
What's
me
Casino
secondhand.
Boss? Like a
There's
De
like a-
Niro movie?
There's like a show that they run down there with Joe
Like a
Piscopo.
sitcom.
Oh,
Yeah, and Joe
I've heard a name like
yeah,
that.
Joe Piscopo is my favorite non-crew member in the Star Trek universe who's in a holodeck.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot of competition to earn that.
favorite.
but-
I mean, there was the guy that played Moriarty. He was pretty dope, but Joe Piscopo played the comedian that taught Data how to do comedy, and then he would just hold his arms out and be like,
Is that reason I can only envision Joe Pesci whenever someone mentions Joe Piscopo.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Learning comedy from Joe Pesci.
Yeah, same guy.
Is he your favorite Piscopo?
Yeah,
Okay,
not
not Mary.
Maurice.
Fine. Yeah.
Maurice Piscopo?
Likes Maurice.
Man, fuck comedy. What else? Let's go back around.
You guys
the
want to
horn.
quit comedy?
I'm
Maybe we
also-
should just collectively do it.
Yeah, it'll be a collective suicide. We'll all just commit suicide. And that's,
Why
it.
not?
That's how we quit comedy.
Yeah. Let's go back around the horn.
I'm also
Austin,
on
plug
that.
stuff.
I'm also on that April thing.
What things? What things
It's
do you like?
the Reno Improv. Oh, what do I like?
what
That's
do you
right.
like?
Oh shit, I almost forgot about that. Well, right now, I was getting into fucking weird internet videos where it's just like, here's some weird shit I'm doing in the Red Dead Redemption game.
Nice.
And that's,
I have that game.
Yeah, a lot of people have that game. And it's
finally
pretty
beat it.
dope.
I haven't played it yet.
Oh, don't do it.
I was playing Mario, so
Fucking
I
Mario's
had to
dope,
beat
too.
it. I had to get all the star coins. I'm not a dork. You're a dork.
Yeah.
You're a huge Asian. You think I'm a dork?
Man.
Got me there. Nick, what do you like? What are you into right now? Anything. Any media. Fucking say something. It's just fun to be mean to
I
you.
saw you were reading a book.
Is
what,
it
what book?
Sweatpants?
What book were you reading?
Yeah,
there?
you fucking nerd.
Talk about sweatpants.
Dostoevsky or some
book?
shit.
Yeah, Partner.
I was reading Doubt, the History of Cynicism by Jennifer Michael Hecht.
Oh, shit. Hecht book.
Fine Bland.
God, man. How's it feel to get burned by a guest on our podcast?
Is that your plug? Is that what you think is good? That's all
well,
good
you
and holy in the
We
world?
got some readers.
You asked what I was reading?
Yeah.
That's what I was reading.
That's all you get. All right, Dylan. What are you bumping to right now? What are you vibing
bumping.
to in your life?
I went to this restaurant called Beefy's yesterday in Reno.
Yeah, the one on Wells?
Nah, well, it's
That's
on
Juicy's.
Virginia.
That one's Juicy's. I'm thinking of the
Yeah.
wrong thing. Beefy's is the
Yeah,
other thing.
they're all adverbs. But yeah, it was fucking dope.
Yeah.
It was
haven't been
sweet.
It's like a...
It's like a tiny diner, but they have
Yeah,
beer and milkshakes.
Can you
So,
get them mixed together?
Probably, but
Bilk shakes?
I was trying to make it home before I shit my pants, so I did not.
I never make it home before I shit my pants.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
That's
And
actually
just telling jokes are pretty cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Let's
Been
see.
listening to the band Obituary a lot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I think I had one of their albums. Like I stole from my older brother.
Nice. Your older brother sounds
He
dope.
fucking is dope. I was that's nothing. I was vibing
It's
to my
probably not
brothers.
as cool without that
probably
CD.
Probably not as cool. That's true. No, but my brother's in a band. I went to one of his shows. That's pretty dope.
Nice.
Courage, You Bastards is the name of his group.
They play at Shays.
They played. No, it's in L.A. They played at the Shays equivalent, the Slide Bar in Fullerton, California.
Sweet. Do
Good
you think it's as
times.
riddled with coke?
It.
As
I mean,
Shays?
I don't think anything is
I mean,
as
they
riddled as
played
with
at the
Coke
same
and
time
Shays.
as a Nirvana cover band, so
Fuck.
Whoa.
just in a separate room. The Nirvana cover band drew a bigger crowd.
Of course. Cover bands always do.
Yeah, a lot of angsty teens still in college.
It makes me mad when young
College?
people go see cover bands.
I hate when young people do anything,
Oh yeah,
especially if they're happy about it.
yeah.
I could get that. What am I feeling?
It's like do comedy
oh,
and
listen
be
to the
28.
listen to the band We Are Scientists.
Oh, yeah.
they,
Oh,
they
I
have a
know
new,
that
they have a new
band.
single out, and
Do
their
they
last
still play
album.
music?
Yeah, they have a new single.
Is it the same three guys?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
in? Are you
Yes,
a scientist?
I am.
Or we are all
I
scientists.
am a We Are Scientist.
I could have been a scientist.
That's true. You
that
still
that
can.
should have been my band.
Yeah.
I could have been a scientist, and I'm considering it strongly.
That'd be cool.
That's too long of a sentence. Oh yeah,
You
and
just be
also
they are scientists.
on YouTube.
Could be scientist.
On YouTube, I've been watching this guy called Red Poppy Ranch.
Ooh.
Because I've been having
That
having
sounds
fantasies about buying plots of land in Nevada and just living off the grid.
Ah.
Is that what those videos are? Just
yeah.
here's who's selling land in
Well,
Nevada?
well, no, I've been doing that separately, and this guy is just like, well, I laid the foundation for this house.
Oh, I see.
And he's like, oh, well, here's how to.
A vlogger.
Yeah,
He was
he's
watching
a vlogger, but like in a ranch, and he had one video that was just like, I found this cold hummingbird, brought it back to life. Here's how to fix a gas leak, and here's me building a roof. And I'm like, this guy's fucking crazy. I love it. Taught me
He's
how to dig
crazy,
a well.
but
You're like, I'll be with that fan.
he's crazy, but he's got a sensitive side.
Yeah, and
You're
I gotta
sick.
fucking go hang out with Dat Fan while this guy's building
Yeah.
wells.
What if that fan calls Wayne and he's like, it sounds like all your openers hate me. I'm a huge fan of their
I've been
podcast.
listening to the Petri Dish podcast on my way up to Reno.
Dat Fan, don't get it twisted. We all love you.
We are all dat fan of you.
Can we all get T-shirts pretty real quick that says we're Dat Fans?
Now we dat fan.
Dat biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
I want. Okay, how much do you think he's gonna have merch, and do you think it'll be plays on his own name?
It has
Last
to be.
fan standing.
Oh, also, I think
More like Ralphie Gay.
I think
or
Wayne.
dead.
I think Wayne would let me sell my Bo Bay T-shirts.
Did you get those yet?
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had him. He brought
I
him
got
in
him.
last week or
I was-
a couple weeks ago, and you just didn't do it.
I just didn't do it because it was just like not a.
You showed pictures on your cell phone of the shirt.
Yeah, and now I have all of them. I was selling them on my band.
I don't know if
show
you
the
know
other
anyone
day.
that does business things, but wrong way to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him to the Dat Fan show. I'll be like, hey, Dat Fan, you're Asian, I'm Asian. Let's sell things side by side like a market.
Yeah.
And he'll probably be into that. And then I'll be like, I'll mock my mom, you mock your mom, we'll mock each other's moms.
You can wash your shirts in the river.
Yeah. I can.
You should just come out and for 4 minutes just give it up for the troops and throw shirts in the crowd.
I thought about making, because I like to do a lot of multimedia comedy as well. So I thought about making my own intro song just for this show.
Ooh.
About how great an Asian I am, and then I go out and I just tell one joke,
Yeah.
and then it plays
Like,
me
that's
off
my
for another
time.
2 straight minutes, and then just like guess people have to go up after that, where I go out and I was just gonna do the one where it's like some of the Asian stereotypes are true. I am bad at driving only because my giant dick keeps getting in the way, and then I was just gonna have the music play me off for a full minute. I still have time to do that. I can make that happen.
I like it.
I don't know if the Dat Fan show would be acceptable to do that on, though. Wayne might get mad since that's a premium ticket.
Yeah.
He's really got to make his
A
nut on that
premium
one.
blend, if you will.
Yes.
I want to get wheeled out in a wheelchair and then just get up and do jokes.
Well,
think that would be fun.
if you ever end up on a show with Luke Tahoe, just put him in a chair and ask him to use his. There's three Lukes.
I haven't seen
Okay.
Luke Tahoe in a while.
Probably stuck up in Truckee.
It's cold as fuck. Been snowing.
Just fucking. He's gonna die. He's
So
gonna
he
die.
can't walk?
No,
Oh.
because of his legs.
That's why I can walk. actually.
It's ironic, you see.
Can you imagine being in a wheelchair because of your brain and not your body?
No, because my brain wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Shit, you got me there.
I feel like if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be able to imagine that.
I mean, Stephen Hawking seemed. Well, no, he had
Quite
fine
the
brain.
imagination.
He was on Futurama.
Have you read his shit on black holes?
I read his
loved
thermodynamic
black
time
girls.
arrow theory. That was pretty fun.
Totally. He cheated on his wife a couple times.
How?
Don't ask. It just happened.
That's actually his memoir that's
Yeah.
going to come out a few years from now.
People don't know, but
Don't ask,
people don't
it
know, but
happened.
Macintalk is super sexy.
Is that what that is?
He really liked
I don't
black
fucking
holes.
know.
He used to sleep with Tatiana Ali, I think.
Who's that?
That's Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Oh. Muhammad Ali had kids?
Maybe. I don't know.
Just like
Every famous boxer had a daughter who they try and make fight, right? There's one other
Whoa,
guy.
wow.
Cite your sources.
You have an expansive knowledge on.
Do you mean like
former-
Georgina Foreman?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. No. It was the Freeman one, right?
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yes. The famous boxer.
Michelle Tyson.
It's actually just Mike
Yeah.
Tyson
He
in
just
a wig.
put on a wig so he could hit women.
It's like a,
He still has the face tattoo and everything.
just doing his 2 favorite things.
fighting women.
2 separate categories. in
Beating
his
up
mind.
women and owning tigers. You know how it is.
He
All right.
deserves it.
Who wants the last words? Anybody? This fireside chat is now ended. All who would like to speak their piece may now take their time.
Rip Keith Flint, the bigger star of the 90s. Who died
Who?
this... That's right. That's my last piece.
That's Prodigy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember the
forgetting.
video where it was a chick the whole time?
Exactly.
because he was
That
smacking
was
his
cool.
bitch up.
Yeah. But the bitch was a bitch.
Lesbians can beat each other.
Yeah.